Hello and welcome to the second round of the 2025 Discraft Green Mountain Championship presented by Smuggler's Notch Resort. And boy, are we happy to be here. We love it in Smuggler's Notch and just Vermont in general. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two hot geese.
Honk.
Fall came a little early this year. It's a lovely time to be out, a little chillier than yesterday, but still great conditions to be out and about on Brewster Ridge for our second time and last time this tournament. Before we get into it, our jobs, our very lives may depend on you subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'm going to leave it at that, leave it mysterious. Please hit that subscribe button and help us out.
Yeah, and we can stop saying it if you do, and that's even more important.
It really is.
Than our jobs. Let's watch Missy, Gannon, Lisa Fajkus, Owen Scoggins, and Eveliina Salonen today on Brewster Ridge. Missy Gannon shooting the hot round here a couple years ago at 10 down and following it up with a fiery hot round yesterday from the feature card. Let's kick things off.
Hole 1's a par 3, 320 feet. A pretty narrow tunnel to start, but also not as narrow as the majority of the holes on this course. There is some OB to the left that you can find if you really get after it, but the main thing you're trying to avoid is kicking early, especially on that right side. Forehand plays great, or a late turning backhand. Getting a look on this one feels good, but it doesn't really feel like a absolute must get.
Check-in out the gate with Anniken Sten. I believe she's on the chase card.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of drives this one into the ground, keeps it low. We're also going to watch Anneli Chukis-Menestay.
Anneli's Estonian, yes?
Yes.
And wow, great power even after that kick. She's into circle 2. Pretty typical story on hole 1. You can tell it's a little cold. Even Anniken has the mitten. And what a run! Do you think she it kind of
was she running it?
I feel like she was like, oh yeah, that could go in, but she's walking away all cool.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite tell.
She's also just a cool lady.
She is so cool. How does she do it?
Yeah, not one to be big cutted.
Or big mittened.
Yeah, big mitten. Apparently they all went and bought mittens yesterday.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
New York. We give a warm welcome to Missy, Gannon.
You know it's a little chilly if the Finns and Estonians are going to buy mittens.
yes.
And Norwegians. That was a Norwegian in Estonia.
Missy finding a lot of birdies really consistently throughout the round. I think particularly her back 9, only a couple bogeys. So interesting that we get to play Brewster Ridge 2 times in a row. I can't decide if people are going to shred extra after adjusting or...
Oh, yeah, because we're
Not, you
used to
know?
hitting the tight lines, and now we get to be a little more wide open.
Yeah. Nice shot.
Shred extra.
Next from Canyon Lake, Texas. Let's put our hands together for Lisa Fajkus.
Lisa shooting a 6-down round yesterday. She always seems to do well at Brewster Ridge.
She does. Yeah. Often does. And also seems to do well on that putting green, 91% circle 1X. Usually good for a couple C2s as well. She's coming off a tie for second at Maine States last weekend, and she looks pretty dang dialed. That was her halo turn.
And an absolutely perfect shot right out the gate.
Such a sweet line to hit right out the rip.
Next up from Los Angeles, California. She is our current reigning world champion of disc golf. Let's welcome Owen Scoggins.
Owen back from the feature card yesterday to the lead card today.
Yeah, she started off really hot yesterday, getting to that 6 down early and then cooling off just slightly on the back 9. Big forehand to start.
Kind of surprised to see her with some high waters today. Be bold, start cold.
That's right.
You know what they say.
I do know.
Finland. She is last year's world champion. Let's welcome Eveliina Salonen.
Easy to say, hard to live, though, you know.
True that. I heard that from Erika's husband. Try to exercise it being a Floridian up here in the cold early fall of Vermont. Eveliina used to it, though. Also, things to note, Eveliina not someone who we necessarily expect to see after a wooded round on the lead card. I mean, I know she can shred wooded fairways all day, but yeah, happy to see her on lead card. I'm
For sure.
excited to watch.
I think Brewster is one of the few courses on tour that does not necessarily have the distance advantage.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Arguably.
If you are good at throwing a distance driver, it is your advantage.
Well,
But-
sure, but a lot of them,
Yes.
the par fours are shorter than what we normally see.
Mm-hmm. But they a lot of hills into play. So if you're
True.
comfortable playing on the uphill on the par fours, we see that a ton. Uphill and downhill.
Really nice putt to start from Missy to get another birdie. Eveliina a little nervy on the first go.
Got a little bit of an awkward stance now, too, up against a tree. Coming back for par, but she's good. This is played as the third easiest hole of the day today with 11 birdies. Everyone's showing up dialed in this cold weather.
Haley King off to a hot start, 4 down through 7.
Hole 2, our first par 4, very uphill. It's 450 feet. Before we get into that hole, Brandon Goldstein, congrats. You win the Patreon giveaway. You could be next if you want to join our Patreon. You can win a disc every single week that we're doing coverage from our practice round and whatever famous disc golfer we have on there with us.
Whichever one.
Whichever one. It doesn't really matter who.
No.
As long as they're famous.
Mm-hmm. That's all we care about.
Yeah, this one, it says 450, but we actually range found it on my card today.
Oh.
Yeah, Paige was like, I don't believe this.
Let me guess.
It
483.
450.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. On the dot.
It says 450, does not feel like 450. You see distance drivers all the way down to mid-ranges on this first shot, but placement is more important than distance. Distance is still important, though. And if you can get up and over those roots and even into the gap a little bit, it makes the second shot significantly easier because that is where the steepest upslope of the hill is in that second half of the fairway. And if you find yourself where Lisa just landed, it can be difficult to get up and down from there with the awkward standstill and angle you can find yourself with.
Oh, I'm trying to flex something to end up on the right, kind of over flexes it a bit low. She's going to be in that trouble spot.
Eveliina definitely with a bit of an advantage being able to comfortably throw distance drivers.
Yeah, I hear you.
In the woods a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Just a little different than an open field is all I'm saying.
Oh, definitely. And not everybody has that skill that we see from Eveliina Salonen. So it is for sure a rare ruby. Speaking of a rare ruby, a really nice second shot. Not many people can wrap the corner like that and reliably get their disc to fade in time.
And get a look even.
Mm-hmm.
Really impressive.
I like Lisa not trying to go too crazy here. Just going to give herself a long putt.
Eveliina in a great spot here to go standstill forehand. Pretty.
Yeah, she made that look so easy. I swear this shot plays like 300 plus feet from here.
And the backhand that Missy's attempting, I think, is so difficult.
I do too.
The flex forehand, I think, is the most comfortable way, but it's still not comfortable.
And Missy,
look at all that spin.
Yeah, she gets a nice little kind of Annie skip towards the basket. That is not something you see every day.
I thought that was burned too early for sure. And yeah, there's just so many roots out here at Brewster, so you don't always get consistent ground play.
The roots have especially become pretty obvious and sticking up extra high in the last 3 or 4 years as this course gets so much play, and you can see why. I'm getting to watch Scoggins hit a birdie putt here. Everyone wants to give it a try. Also, it's just the most beautiful course.
Yeah, it really is.
We're also getting here at a nice time for foliage.
Missy going for another birdie. Ooh, she looks a little too dialed.
She's
Everyone should be a little nervous, I think, after watching her go birdie
Yeah.
birdie start.
with two kind of tester putts.
Wow, lead card definitely making this hole look really easy.
Yeah, this hole only saw 9 birdies, 3 of them on our lead card today.
Now that Hauk Design has landed in Europe, I can see that this is a start of a whole new chapter, getting to design courses on properties that are unlike anything we've ever done before. And we are very excited about doing more in Europe.
Hole 3 in uphill par 3 285 definitely plays longer because of the uphill nature. You really want to just kind of crest the hill without going super nose up so you don't stall out. Angle control is important here, and then you also would like to get it pretty close on the putting green with this slightly elevated basket. You can see multiple putts if you're not careful. This one's nice, easy. Everyone's attacking here for sure. Yeah. Disc golf, you know?
Mm-hmm. This one's very nice and straightforward, and you can see that in the stats. It played as the easiest hole of the day.
Oh.
Still not an easy hole. Trying to get your nose up disc to carry up the hill and still protrude far past the top of that hill is tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even Missy dropping pretty short. I'd say the majority of the field probably landing in circle 2, I would guess.
Yeah, you see some errors turning over to the right. Owen going to throw that type of a line, but she is the master of the flex and find herself right on the edge of the circle.
Eveliina riding this right side, gets a nice little kick and is just outside the circle for a birdie look. All the tee pads out here at Brewster, just one tile too short, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
The colors really popped off since yesterday. It's kind of
Yes.
insane.
And we're going to get down to freezing tonight, so
Ooh.
we'll even see more beautiful leaves tomorrow.
Yeah, I spent all day looking up. My neck hurts.
Here's Missy from about 50 feet. Little dance on the log, up on stage.
Get it, girl?
Yeah,
Twirl.
twirl. We loved it. Eveliina not going to mess around. She has a tree right in the way. Own messing around.
When does she not? Lisa from just inside the circle for another birdie. Ooh, left side ringer.
We talked about it yesterday. It's so important to try to stack up a few birdies in this first handful of holes. I think
The first 6, probably.
yeah, a lot of the easiest holes on the course are in these par 3s, and besides hole 2, even this next par 4 usually plays a little easier. Let's watch Cadence with the second shot of that par 4.
Looks like she's coming off a couple bogeys. Great power there, but it's going to drop a little short in circle 2.
A little awkward footing here. Yes.
Huge putt.
Back to even par. A lot of birdies on the lead card today. We're getting a front row seat of how they got here. This par 4 is only 420 feet, another one that I just don't believe on the distance, but the hill really is what makes this whole place so tough. This first narrow part of the fairway, you see anything from mid-ranges or putters all the way up to distance drivers, depending on how much you want to bite off. We saw Holland get all the way past the hallway, which is insane, and really makes this hole easy. But the second shot has teeth of its own, 2 guardian trees and a little rock wall that doesn't allow you to come in low. You really have to think on this second shot here. If you find yourself left or right in the trees, it's a coin toss of whether you're going to be pitching out or being able to progress down the fairway at all.
Yeah, a lot of little teeny gaps. Own getting up there pretty nicely, going to drop a little short on the right side. Lisa, similar story, a little on the left, and as Mad said, just a toss-up of whether they'll have a realistic gap.
Look how pretty those trees look.
That's all I'm looking at. It's really hard to focus on the disc swing.
The color mixing's really good. Shout out to our media team.
Missy getting a fortunate kick there into the fairway. Oh, man. That's a rip. She's trying to drive the pin with that baby.
Legit. She might be. It's crazy. And honestly, a really great second kick, because when you hit these little trees with a distance driver, they have a tendency to go far. The fact that Eveliina still has a second shot is awesome.
A little tight on that tree, and that's going to be a really tough scramble from there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not getting that one to turn quite enough. She might have a look from there.
It's pretty walled up on the short side of that green. Like, surprisingly
it is.
walled up.
I literally wouldn't even say that for anyone but Own.
Yeah. Missy, dead center fairway, doesn't quite come over the top of that one as much as you'd like, and she's going to be also in that little pizza slice inside the rock wall.
This is a really good effort. It doesn't really pay off, but I like what Eveliina was attempting there. Lisa's second. Looks like she's got a bit of a gap to work with. So close.
Nice little forehand upshot from Eveliina. She's going to have to settle for a bogey here. Lisa giving it a go from downtown. Own trying to find something here. She straddled out wide.
In the pizza slice.
Yeah, nice little uphill. Uphill look. Just a little bit low.
Everybody getting pizza. Sorry, I just really like that.
Yeah.
I like what you're doing.
It's only hole 4 and now I'm hungry too.
Missy came to play 3 down through 4.
She loves pizza.
She's really kind of judgy about it, though, being from New York. I don't know if you've heard her talk about it.
Yes.
Self-proclaimed.
And I heard she talked about bagel sandwiches last week, too. She sent me a message. I was like, come on. Okay, we get it.
From New York. You taste.
You know about bagels.
You're good at putting. And par on any of these holes is just fine. Bogey definitely doesn't feel great, but as long as you can keep it to singles out here, there's plenty more birdies to get.
This season, Team Discraft is making a statement, and the message is loud and clear. Discraft, built for flight.
Hole 5, another par 3, 305 feet. A very intimidating gap with the OB on the rock wall on the left. I would say the backhand definitely feels scarier, and the forehand kind of is the advantage. You actually see the backhand, I think, get through more often through the trees on the right than the straight shot. It also kind of baits you into throwing a turning backhand when realistically, if you just throw straight down the path and get some ground play, you'll be at the edge of circle. I love the forehand here.
Yeah, forehand's the way, but that right gap also is a really good way.
It's definitely viable. Like what Missy's doing
going
here.
for it. This is on purpose.
It is, and like you do have to get a little bit lucky, but you're usually gonna get a par if you're down there, if not a birdie look.
Oh, showing us the forehand. That's great.
Wow, she really pushed that right side, flexing just enough. What a great shot.
She gets rooted, but she's inside the circle.
Lisa with a smooth forehand starts fading just a hint early. Ooh, I like this. Eveliina putting some turn on it right out of the hand.
Showing us the perfect route.
Gorgeous. She threw her Star Destroyer there. Absolutely perfect angle.
Lisa having to scramble a little bit.
And that's well done. There's some small gaps there. Can be easy to get caught up. Missy giving it a bit of a run. Owen leaves that one too far to the right, chain high. Misses a comebacker. Not an easy one, but still not typical for Owen.
Yeah, we saw her miss the basket only once yesterday, and it went way far past, and she had the same problem. It's not a normal Owen thing to not at least draw some metal.
Yeah, and she's usually dialed on the comebackers as well. Owen gonna have to settle for a bogey there, sliding behind Lisa, now 4 strokes back of the lead. Checking back in, Cadence Burge on hole 6. Played as the easiest hole yesterday, a nice downhill shot. You see a lot of slow speed discs here pushing straight with just a little bit of fade.
I forget how different the stats are on wooded courses between every hole.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Just,
from
day to day.
Yeah, this could be the hardest hole today.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the pack. It actually averaged over par today.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cadence not contributing to that stat, though.
And hitting a couple big putts early. That'll get you going.
Once Cadence starts hitting circle twos, we all should be shaking in our boots.
She's deadly.
Here it is that we just watched Cadence play. That out of bounds on the left side down by the green really does come into play. But before that was there, the play was to kind of wrap this inside edge the way the drone is flying with a pushing hyzer. You do see a lot of players throw an overstable disc straight and kind of hope to get lucky through these trees on the right side. But that pushing hyzer play is the way to get parked on this green. If you do not get it to push or flip up enough, you can find that OB so fast. The wood chips kind of help, though. They don't allow your disc to skip as much.
And that's worst case scenario for Eveliina. Hitting early, kicking left. Not much over there. Missy flipping this one up just a little bit and in danger, but a perfect shot.
Yep. Settles down nicely. She'll have one tree to deal with on the putt. Lisa flips this one up and grip blocks it just a little bit, but the trees are on her team today.
Yeah. Definitely preferable, I think, to mess around on that right side, though. That left side is unforgiving.
Owen messing around on the inside, on the left side. She is heading straight towards OB.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, the OB isn't on that side.
Yep, it's only on the left,
Huh.
not on the deep side.
Wow, I really should have considered and learned that, I think.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, Eveliina having to go forehand roller here, and this is a really good effort.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Forehand rollers are so fun in the woods, but so risky on this course because look at all the roots. Look at their feet right now.
Nothing but roots.
Oh. I can't tell if that was just a layup or not, but it was really a perfect line.
Oh, so nice. Lisa from about 37 feet hits the band. Own safe on this deep right side. Something every professional knows about.
Yep.
What a putt.
and Over the top of the rock.
Looks like it's out of a storybook. Mossy rock,
Mhm.
secret inbounds area.
Lush green branches.
Yes. What a conversion for Own. Missy for another birdie. Boy, Missy's the scariest when she's like on cruise control, but also scoring.
Yes. Yeah, these putts are just absolutely dagger center of the basket. All of them.
Zero doubts. Eveliina back to even par. Missy now with 4 strokes. Hole 7. I think well, wait, is this? Which hole is this? Oh, I know which hole. Yeah, I was like, where are we? I know, I couldn't remember. I thought we were on the par 5. I skipped ahead. Okay, so now I know where we are. It's the par 4, 520 feet. We took the straight gap, which more and more women are taking because they all know about it and know what hole they're on, as we all should. You can get there in 2 shots. It's a technical landing zone. It's a big uphill second shot. The green is quite guarded. Even if you get all the way up there, a lot of times your putt is obstructed. The left side is also viable to take a hyzer off the tee, but you're kind of rolling the dice on whether you're going to have a look on your second shot.
Missy doesn't quite get that one. Flip up just a little early out of the hand. And she's going to kick right. It can be brutal, but it looked like it was nice and low. We'll see what she has to deal with here. Own. Thank you. Looking for a gap. Not quite as far as you would like ideally, but she might have something there.
Yeah, close. I think she landed in the exact same spot yesterday and definitely made it work. Lisa going to show us the hyzer route. Really important to not fade too far, and she does that. But who knows if she'll have a viable shot from there.
Eveliina trying to crush this. Oh, she does.
She does.
Oh, there she is. Yep, that sneaks through the last few trees, and she will be in the wide open with just a hyzer up to the green.
Missy with a lot of work left.
Oh.
You sit, you. Not a great roll. Missy gonna have a really big third shot to try to save par. Looks like Lisa not really left with a great gap, just playing for par.
Lisa doesn't know what she's doing here. There's so many discs. I feel that, Brewster. Oh.
I think she was trying to attack and then was like, nah.
Oh, man. But that is not the way. There's a big gully on the right side. We'll see what she has to deal with. Sometimes the rocks can make for some pretty brutal footing over there.
Good recovery shot from Missy. She's still going to be outside the circle looking at a par. Owen with a gap here.
Mm-hmm. Not quite enough room to flex, but room to throw this hyzer. Oh,
One tree to beat.
The one.
And wow, Eveliina way up here, left with a nice open look. As open as it gets anyway out here. Beautiful.
Yeah. Thought she was going to get up on top of the stage for a second. The rocky stage.
Spin, girl. Wow. Okay. There is a gully over here.
Oh, you didn't know about it?
No.
It's brutal.
No, I keep it on the fairway. No, I've always played the left side.
Oh, yeah. You go hyzer.
Yeah. So I can tell you about that woods line if you're
I can
curious.
tell you about rolling down into the gully.
Oh.
There were only 6 birdies on hole 7. It played in the top 5 most difficult holes of the day.
Partially due to things like this. Missy getting all the way up there, but a really difficult putt. And still not the easiest for par here. She does have a tree in the way on the right side.
Forced to go straddle again.
Nice bogey save.
Yeah, tester of a straddle putt there, but Missy's still looking pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah, there's a little spring in that ponytail.
Lisa with a really great par save after being down in that gully.
Super nice birdie from Eveliina. Gets back to under par. Getting a lot of birdies. Just needs to clean up those bogey strokes to really start scoring, but she's looking confident.
Moving on to the treacherous hole 8. It says 700 feet, but it does not play like that. You think I'll just chip up 200 feet a couple times and I'll be, somewhere in range for a par, but that's just not how it works. You really have to throw as hard as you can 2 times in a row, or at least 2 of the shots, for you to even be getting a par here. There's so many trees. They're placed in such an odd way that your shot is never quite the comfortable angle you'd like to be. Footing is rough all the way up this fairway. Lots of roots, lots of uphill. If you can throw standstill, it's a major advantage. If you can throw patent pending, another major advantage. And if you can throw powerful forehands, you'll need a lot of those coming up 8's fairway.
Also, if you can tune out the chattering of the red squirrels always popping off on this hole.
They are. Alert, alert.
Owen with a decent shot, going to be pinned up on one tree. Super common landing zone, that kind of late left near that short tee. Lisa not putting enough turn on this. She's going to be in that woods line, and often that's pitch out territory.
You want a little bit of a turning shot on this tee, but not too much turn. It's better to be on the left side of the fairway. Missy does a great job showing us exactly where you want to be. Eveliina lined up to go to Crush Town.
Oh, boy.
That's so far.
How far do you think that is past, like, the typical second shot landing zone?
Well, you can see the little berm that she went over the top of. Most players are landing short of that.
Mm-hmm.
So she just cleared that with about 8 feet of height. So pretty
impressive.
Pretty good.
And dead straight, too.
Lisa forced to pitch out, and I don't want to say that's an instant bogey, but it feels that way at this point in the hole. We'll see if she can put together some magic.
This run up where Missy starts fully on that rock. And she gets just to the berm, which is the mark of a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
Really highlighting how good Eveliina's was.
Owen gonna work a flexing shot. Here's where that distance forehand is a major advantage on this fairway.
Puts a ton of turn on it and gets the
Oh.
mean kick.
Man, that looked like it was going to be so good.
Yeah. Yeah, great height. Great power. Lisa's third.
I just want to see Lisa like dump her whole bag out right next to her live.
Which one? Which one?
Great forehand. She's going to be on the right side. It's hard to say what it's like over there. There's a lot of trees, but you can find some gaps as you get closer to the green. And forced to take a lot off on this third shot. There's the berm that we saw Eveliina sail over on her second.
Own in a good position after that one to get a par. Missy, thinking birdie here. There's that one glowing skinny tree that you're trying to go left or right of, and it's probably, 60 feet past that?
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Yep.
Very protected on the final shot.
But there's literally like a squid there, an octopus with a million arms.
They're literally?
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
And it just knocks your disc down. Oh, except for Evelina's disc.
It's always
The
amazing.
octopus likes Eveliina.
It's amazing to me, I think I'm paying attention out in nature, but I just miss so much based on your description.
I don't know how you missed it. It's so mean. Just swatting discs. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
What a shot from Lisa.
Lisa fires back.
What a tight gap. And she really pumps this one. So cool. Lisa keeping it really clean on this front
What a
nine.
recovery from the pitch out.
Yeah, no
That's
kidding.
So cool. Oh, and
Also
in the bullseye.
Recovering super well. Instant bogey, huh?
Dude,
That was almost a birdie.
dude, I'm telling you.
I know. Oh, I know. You don't think I've been there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think
It's very impressive. Missy, a lot of work left for this par save. Looks a little bit uncomfortable rooted footing.
The putt is on today.
It is. You see duh putt?
The putt.
The putt.
Let's see. Missy with the par. Eveliina with a look for birdie here. Oh.
Dang.
Only 4 players got to circle 1 in regulation. Only 9 got to circle 2. Eveliina's got more work than she started with here.
Ouch.
Yeah. There was only 1 birdie today on hole 8 from Silva Saarinen. She had a 5-footer. So, yeah, parking it, which is, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's so impressive.
Pretty dang cool.
Ooh, foliage. And Eveliina been battling back from bogeys all day. She's going to have to do a little more battling as we head into the final hole of the front 9.
Wrapping it up on this front 9. I know where we are. It's a par 3. It's 310 feet. Plays downhill, which is nice, so you do see some mid-ranges. But you also see some fairways. Definitely feels a little tight off the tee. I like kind of a hyzer flip to straight pushing shot, but you do have to be careful that you don't totally blast it down here because you can see it's a pretty steep slope and you can get some skips way down at the bottom of this hill. I would say early left is the main mistake to avoid. The right side's a little friendlier, but not too much. Own really overturning that one. Gonna drop pretty short, but at least in the center.
It's crazy to see Lisa start her run up like
Halfway up.
almost middle of the tee pad.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really nice looking shot. Just needs to chill a little bit. Come on. Still great.
This hole is just so simply laid right out in front of you, but so punishing if you catch an early tree.
Missy sneaking through that left side, same as yesterday. She's going to be inside the circle. Yeah, this is like the classic birdied at every hole in practice, or every time in practice.
With every disc.
Yeah, and then in the tournament, you're like, huh,
I
circled
found-
2 or early tree?
Oh, yeah, I found a new place in these woods I didn't know existed.
Exciting. What was it like?
There's a lot of mushrooms.
Tight. Oh, and going to be, I think, just outside the circle.
A very tiny frog.
Oh, that's where the frog was. Oh, I'm going to hit center band on her par save attempt. Eveliina missing the birdie, but at least close for the par. Here's Lisa for a birdie. And nice clean front 9 from Lisa. 3 down.
Ooh, dead center, but Missy a little high on the band here. And it only takes one hole to kind of crawl back into that wormhole of having trouble with putting. Hopefully Eveliina can figure something out. There she is. Like to see her continuing to confidently run them. She's not changing her pace at all. That's hard to do.
And the 9th proving to be surprisingly difficult for the lead card, but any of these holes out here can get you at any time because it's the woods, and that's why we like it. Keeps it interesting.
It sure does. Looks like 3 down is about as hot as it gets right now. Missy, Lisa, and Paige Pierce all managing that score.
Definitely not as hot of scores on the front as yesterday.
Yeah, everyone's got the trauma.
Maybe a break would have been better. You know, you'd think, oh, we're warmed up, we're ready to attack the woods.
Oh, looks like Cat Merch in the clubhouse, though, with a 4 down.
All right.
Hot round of the day so far. But yeah, in reality, we really just want to soak it in before we head out to Fox Run and enjoy the trees before the temperature cools off and we head out to some more OB-lined fairways with some of the most beautiful views we get at any disc golf course.
It's true.
So you guys come soak it in with us on the back 9 of Brewster Ridge. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geeks.
Honk. Don't forget, we got 500K in our sights. Come join us in looking at it. All right, bye.